Another month, another time for TBR jar picks my reads. I do these every month because honestly I think that these are so fun to just come in, and I have a couple of prompts in here. I put some new ones in. I put some new ones in on blue paper, and these are the ones that you have given me as suggestions. So the new ones are going to be the blue ones. One of them I put in myself. So the blue ones are going to be yours and the white ones are going to be mine, except one of the blue is mine. Okay, I'll let you know if you pick that one. And I basically pick some prompts, and then I pick some books matching those prompts, and I read them. And I am going to pick 5 books. I know I've seen a bunch of these videos where people pick more than 5 prompts, but I will say I do tend to read the books that I pick. So I did pick 5 books for July, and I am currently reading the 5th and final book of those, and I've also read a bunch of other books in July. So I'm gonna have a reading wrap up for July coming real soon, and I've read quite a few books. That's gonna be probably the next video on my channel. But we're gonna pick 5 books, and we are gonna go through here, and we are gonna hopefully find some really fun books. I love these kind of videos, and like I said, I did put a couple of your prompts in here. Some of them I wasn't able to put in because I don't have anything that's even remotely close to that, and the whole point of me doing this is that I want to go through a physical TBR. I don't have as many books as some people do in their physical TBR. I think I have like maybe like 45-50 books or something, so it's a lot of books, but not as many books as some people do. So I didn't want to put in prompts that I knew for a fact I do not have a book for, and I also did rework some of them so that they would fit into books that I'm pretty sure that I have on here. So I will do the best of my ability. Let us scramble here and let me pick something, and I will make sure that we get at least 2 of the new prompts. Okay, well, we're in luck because the first one is definitely one of the new ones. So these ones are bigger as well. Someone said that my prompts were like, because my prompts are so small, the original ones, they're like fortune cookie prompts. Listen, that's what it is. Okay, also I wrote these myself, and this is why I don't write anything myself. A book that takes place somewhere I want to visit. I just came back from traveling to Hawaii. Do I even have this? Listen, if this fails, I'll pick a place in a fantasy world that I want to visit, but let me see what we have. Okay, I immediately found it because this one takes place in Chicago. And Chicago is actually a city, I've talked about it on my main channel. Chicago is one of the cities that I would like to visit before I move from the US. I live in the US right now, but I am Swedish. I'm a Swedish citizen, so I am an EU citizen. And we are moving back to the EU next year. And I've said that I would like to, but I'm not sure I will be able to, but I would like to visit Chicago before I leave. But if nothing else, I'll be able to visit Chicago in this one. This is The Right Move by Liz Tomforde, and this is the 2nd book in her, I think it's the Windy City series. Windy City series book 2. I really liked book 1. I know some people didn't like it, and they were like, oh, book 2 is even better, but I'm like, I really liked book 1. Some people said they didn't like the main character in book 1 because they thought he was too cocky, but I'm like, I kind of like confidence as long as they're not a jerk. But I didn't think he was a jerk. He was just cocky. I don't know. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. So I kind of liked it. So this one is, I've just been promoted to Captain of the Devils, Chicago's NBA team. And the last thing I need is the distraction of my sister's best friend. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Didn't she get like dumped, or she broke up with her boyfriend in like book 1? Because the first book was about the sister. So now it's about the brother and the sister's best friend. Ooh. Oh, okay, I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'm gonna pick this one, The Right Move. It's gonna be my first book with the prompt that is a book that takes place somewhere you would like to visit. I thought this was gonna be harder than it was, but it was kind of easy actually. So let's see what else we can get. We are doing this one. This is an old prompt. Oh my God, look at the little fortune cookie ones. I need my glasses. A fairy tale retelling. Oh, I can finally read the book that my friend gave me for Christmas. Hold on. Okay, so I think that this might be young adult. I'm not 100% sure. So my friend Stacy gave me this one. And this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. This is Rose's Daughter by Robin McKinley. And I think this might be like young adult or something. I'm not 100% sure. So this one is, I mean, clearly she was able to get me a secondhand one because this was one of her favorite books. Novels and short stories, Rose's Daughter. I'm just like, I'm not 100, like, I think it's only 300 pages. I'm so confused what this is. I literally, oh yeah, this is a book that's been in a library and someone has bought it. I know, wait. Now this extraordinarily gifted novelist retells the story of Beauty and the Beast again, but in a totally new way with a fresh perspective. I don't even know what this is, but I'm gonna read it. Is this the first one or is Rose the first one then? Because I have the other one too. Beauty. Oh wait, I have the other one. Should I read that one first? Because is this the, yeah, this is the first one, Beauty. This is also by Robin McKinley. Okay, so this is the first one and this is her retelling it again. Okay, I think this is like young adult. I think this is young adult. I'm not 100% sure, but you know what? I'm gonna pick this one instead because this one seems to be the second book and this one seems to be the first one. Okay, so I'm gonna do Beauty instead and I'll save this one for later. Okay, let's do another one. Oh, blue one. It means it's a new one. And this one is title starting with the last letter of the title you just read. Okay, this was one of your prompts and I am very intrigued by this one. Let me see, because the book I just read, let me go into Goodreads as I'm filming this. As I'm filming this, the book that I just finished was Dust Storm, which I wasn't super intrigued. I didn't love it. I didn't love it. We'll talk about that in my reading wrap up. So title starting with the last letter of the title you just read. So Dust Storm would then be an M. So I need a book that starts with an M. Let's go. You are gonna lose your minds. You're gonna lose your minds because this is the only book that I have not read in my physical TBR that starts with M. So many people are gonna say, are you prepared? So many people are gonna say, finally. Mistborn. Is it time? Is it time for Mistborn? Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn. I bought this. I came into... I've been reading my entire life. I've talked about this before. I've been reading my entire life. I have been devouring books and I started reading high fantasy when I was younger. I read Tolkien, I read Robin Hobb, and I've been absolutely loving it. And so many people were saying this is the best, like high fantasy. And Brandon Sanderson, I haven't read anything by him. And I'm so excited. Once a hero arose to save the world, he failed. Ever since, the world has been a wasteland of ash and mist controlled by the immortal emperor known as the Ruler. But hope survives, a new uprising is forming, one built around the ultimate caper, the cunning of a brilliant criminal mastermind, and the determination of an unlikely heroine, a street urchin who must learn to master the power of a Mistborn. So many of you have said, what's your opinion on Mistborn? Come back in a month and I will let you know. Okay, third book, and we are doing this one. Oh, it's an old one, and it is a book you predict will be a 5-star read. Wait, this is such a fun... Did I do this? I'm a genius. Did I do this? Okay, I'm loving that. Okay, I have a couple of options. Okay, I actually have several options for this. I have a couple of books here that I think are going to be 5 stars for different reasons. Let's start with the latest book that I bought, which is actually Danielle L. Jensen's The Traitor Queen. I just read The Bridge Kingdom. Spoiler alert, it's going to be in my reading wrap up. I gave it a 5-star. So far, everything I have read by this author has been up my alley. I love the way she writes characters. I love the way she does plots. I love the way that she forwards the story. I love that her stories are very plot driven with a romance subplot, and I predict that the Traitor Queen is going to be a 5-star as well. I just think that it will be. So I definitely could see myself reading the second part since I just read the first part. I also have by Rebecca Robinson, The Serpent and the Wolf. This one I bought out of a recommendation from a Instagrammer, a bookstagrammer that I usually share a lot of like similar taste with her, and I feel like this has the potential of being a 5-star romantasy. That's why I bought it, because I thought that was gonna be. And it says a fake marriage meets enemies to lovers in Rebecca Robinson's steamy, thrilling romantasy debut, the start of a duology perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Jennifer L. Armentrout. Doesn't that sound really nice? All her life, Vasa Kosar has been sharpened into a blade. She has now lost her mother, her only remaining parent, to a dark magic that has since awoken within her. Vasa's domineering brother, Dominic, knows Vasa isn't long for this world, so he marries her off to Reed of Maehrer, a ruthless foreign ruler, in one last political scheme. For Dominic to invade Reed's nation, all Vasa has to do is die. But she's desperate to live. Vasa enters a new marriage with every intent of escaping it. To her surprise, Reed offers her a deal, helping win the votes to rise in power, and she can walk free. Oh my gosh! Oh my god, I'm telling you, I just feel like this will be a 5-star. I just feel it in my bones that this will be a 5-star. And then we have Assistant to the Villain. I've heard that this is like, it's like, I don't even know, this is like a fantasy workplace romance that is supposed to be incredibly comical. And again, one of my favorite YouTubers, booktubers, Belle's Reading? I've talked about her before, Australian Belle, talked about her, love her YouTube. She gave this one a 5-star, she gave the second book a 5-star too. I think she loved both of them, and I bought it on her recommendation because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna love it. And again, this is supposed to be, she is an assistant to a villain, so it's a workplace romance, but he's like a villain. I've heard that it's hilarious, but I gotta say, I think I want to read this one. The Serpent and the Wolf. A master of the spicy slow burn? I gotta say, I am very intrigued to read all of these though. These books, again, these are 5-star predictions. Why haven't I read them yet? Listen, your guess is as good as mine. Okay, let's draw a final one. Oh my god, my battery is almost dying. Don't die on me. Oh, it's another new one. This is a story that takes place in another country. Okay, I'm gonna try and do one that's not a fantasy. Hold. Okay, I'm gonna do this one. This is Heartless by Elsie Silver. Am I cheating? I don't know. This isn't set in Alberta, Canada. Is that exotic enough? I don't know. I just really want to read this book. Listen, the prompt said another country. Canada's another. I haven't even been to Canada. I sure would not go to Alberta if the option was. Maybe I would. You know what? Maybe I would go to Alberta, Canada if the option was given. This is the second book in Chestnut Springs by Elsie Silver, and I even had to Google, where is Chestnut Springs taking place? Alberta, Canada. I'm safe, I'm fine. My battery is kind of dying, but I'm gonna be reading Heartless by Elsie Silver, there's Serpent and the Wolf, Mistborn, finally, Beauty, oh, there's a prompt, and The Right Move by Liz Tomforde. So these 5 books, and probably a bunch of other books as well. I'm actually going to Bali this month, so I'm gonna see if I can bring at least 2 of these there. Sorry that this is ending a little abruptly, but again, my battery is like literally blinking. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. I will leave all the info down below in the description box, and I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you soon.